Give me 1 second. One second while I get set up. I wish I could see everybody's names who's on. Oh, hello, Peregrine. How are you? I gotta change that. That's not right. Switch accounts. I'm doing pretty good. I can't really complain too much. I don't know if we're going to have carry me through today or not. She was not feeling good. I played around a little bit with Gemini, which is the AI for Google. Wanted to see what it was all about. And then been working on the story for the Spooky channel. I'm about halfway there. I hope so. She's really not been feeling good. So I'm hoping she makes it in, but I don't know if she will. Yeah. We have an interesting topic. Okay. Yes, I agree. So it's not every day that I get to talk about an animal that I've actually seen with my eyes and not just on a picture or on the computer. Hi, Willow. This is an animal that I've actually had a chance to see, not just the adults, but also the babies. So really, really excited. So let's get into it. I messed up. That's not like me. Oh well. So where does this story start with? With the... I messed up again. And again, I'm not where you guys can see me. Ooh. Super cool. Oh, so this story starts off the same way that the decline of the bald eagle starts off. DDT was an insecticide that was widely used here in the United States. And it was such that let's do it this way. I think this is the best way to do it. I don't have a peregrine falcon and I don't have a bald eagle. But I have what hopefully will be the next best thing. If I can find what I'm looking for. There it is. Okay. Hi, Brian. Hi, Willow. So DDT was a really, really bad thing. Let's say that this coyote I'm on my phone, and Alice, this is my brother's. So are you Alice? Or are you Brian? So let's say this guy is off, he's eating all sorts of mice who have by chance got the DDT into their system. And so he's got all of this DDT in him. This guy, who we're going to say is a California condor, is doing the same thing. So he's eating. And then he mates. Him and his mate produce eggs. They sit on the eggs, their bodies loaded up with DDT, and the minute that they lay on their eggs, the shell breaks. That is what is happening to peregrine falcons and also to the eagles. The more stuff that they would eat, the more this chemical would build up in their systems. And it would make for really thin shells on their eggs. By the 1960s, the peregrine falcon was gone from the eastern United States and huge portions of the western United States. And it wasn't just happening here in, please stop the hearts. It wasn't just happening here. It was happening across the world. Hi, Sophie is crazy. Or Soph is crazy. Okay. In 1972, DDT was banned in the United States. A year later, the peregrine falcon would be added to the Endangered Species Act. Then in 1999, magic happened. Oh my goodness! That is so cool. You actually got to touch its trunk. That is so cool. Peregrine, that is so cool. What am I doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? So you, wait, you got to touch 2 African elephants and an Asian elephant? So anyway, my live is about the Conservation Spotlight Peregrine Falcon success story. So in 1999, the Peregrine Falcon was delisted off the endangered species list. Between 1974 and 1997, one agency released more than 4,000 falcons. And then across many, many different organizations, they released more than 6,000 falcons. Now, these birds would traditionally nest on cliffs, but now they are actually nesting on the sides of skyscrapers and or other buildings. And even underneath bridges, Sharpens, we don't talk about my age. Because it doesn't matter. So cool. Sharpens, I'm not telling you my age. And if you would like to stay in my live, quit asking. Across many American cities, peregrine falcons have rebounded. Chicago, which is the next biggest city by where I live, now supports at least 20 breeding pairs. So 40 eagle or 40 peregrine falcons. Illinois itself is home to around 400 to 500 nesting pairs. However, its last successful nest was in 1951, and the stats that I gave you are from the 2000s. Some cities even have it where you can watch the nest of these birds. Sharpens, goodbye. London, England is a city where is another city where these birds have made it. They have 30 breeding pairs, and they are even in Scotland and in Edinburgh. Where is it? Maybe that is in Scotland total. So Scotland as a country has 544 pairs. Well, they are delisted off of the endangered species list. So that in and of itself is incredible. Yes. Also, announcements. I have not sat down to do shorts this week. So next week, there will not be a review video posted. I will post another video, random video, next week in place of it. Because I want to get the shorts out and get them posted. So that I'm more in line with everything else. And that goes with all of the other channels as well. Our next live on this channel, I believe, that's, well, but that's on the other channel. Next week we are doing the bows. I cannot pronounce this name. I don't know why I put animals in that I can't pronounce. But we are doing the conservation spotlight on that grasshopper. So that should prove interesting. I don't know what I'll be able to find on it. So cross your fingers that I find something. Also, let's see if I can access information. So, what was it like touching the elephants? My channel is officially 2 years old today. That's right. Today is its birthday. And I should have done something crazy like a Q&A. I didn't. Shame on me. A basketball with hair on it. I've never touched an elephant or a rhino. I've ridden on the back of an elephant. Oh, sorry. But it had like a blanket on it so that everything wouldn't, the stuff that they put on it so that you could ride on it wouldn't get hurt. It wouldn't hurt the animals. So that was interesting. I'm pretty sure. Oh, rode one? Yeah, probably not. Unless you go to like India or something. I don't think they do those anymore. But back when I was a kid, we did a lot of things that we probably shouldn't have done. That being one of them. But somewhere I actually have pictures of it. True, it does. And I don't know how often the zoo did it. So, yes, like I said, we are now this channel is now 2 years old. And in that time, we have covered 91 different we have 91 videos. We have done 421 shorts. And we've had 83 lives. We have covered African savanna elephants, Andean condor, Siamese crocodile, the Tapanola orangutan, Sumatran rhino, which I've been lucky enough to see, the Cuban crocodile, of course we had to do like we had to pretend that we were looking at those animals because I don't have actual figures for those animals. We have talked about the Florida panther, Bengal tiger, ring-tailed lemurs, Amur tigers, the nene, the red wolf, olive ridley sea turtle. Thank you, Baragon. Thank you, thank you. The axolotl, the pygmy three-toed sloth, white-rumped vulture, northern bald ibis, the cockapoo, white rhinoceros, the African penguin, African bush elephants. What? The swift fox, the okapi, Malayan tapir, hooded vulture, basking shark. And Sharpness, you're gone. Actually, you're probably the last guy. And since you came back, well, actually, I can't prove that. So, goodbye. You're rude. I'm supposed to give them a warning. Carrie's not here, so the Salacious bush cricket, predatory bush cricket, Kirtland's warbler, European eel, Meeking giant catfish, and tonight we're doing the Peregrine Falcon. And guys, we are scheduled now through the beginning of June, because we are going to be talking about DDT in the beginning of June. Thank you, Baragon Productions. And we're going to be doing, starting next month, the entire month is going to be filled with next month, with the exception of one day, we are going to be covering Endangered Barnyard. So it's going to be us talking about, or me talking about, breeds of livestock that are endangered. Now no, I take that back. We will be doing 2 of those, and then having a conservation spotlight Philippine eagle and the Wyoming toad, because that's important. So now that I've said all of that stuff, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, this is your chance to bring those up. Unless you need to go to bed, and then we can end live. But my goal, if nothing else, is to expose you to as many different types of animals and topics as possible. And to let you know that animals can come back from the brink of extinction with work. And for those people who think, do you have any property to sell? And that goes with the other channel too, to expose you to as much as humanly possible. I know my lives can be a little bit dry. That's too bad. I got really excited today, and I shouldn't have. Google announced that you could now use Gemini to create videos. Hi. I'm not going to try pronouncing your name, because if I say it, I'm going to get it wrong. Well, I'm glad that you like it, because right now, that counts for a lot. By the way, this thing in my hand is a replica California condor egg. So if you ever wondered what one looked like, that's what it looks like. Why do you want to know? We never mentioned him. Have you been... No, I didn't. I don't think. Since you came in. Peregrine, am I going nuts? So, in other words, you are sharpness, and you came back into my live after being removed from my live. So now you get to be reported and banned. Unless you can convince me that you're not sharpness. Because it's awfully funny. I don't know. That's not my problem. Hi, Meland. This is my live. Sorry, Emland. No, I need you to tell me. Thank you, Emland. No, I want to know how you knew about sharpness. I did not say his name until after you said it. Thank you. So, you haven't explained to me how you heard it. Because I didn't say it until after you said it. No, you don't have to leave. I just find it odd that you came in saying his name when we weren't talking about it. And you just came in. So I'm really confused. You know what? I hate being a jerk. I just find it really odd. I just find it odd. No, you don't have to leave. I don't discuss people who have been banned or timed out. Period. Or why? But anyway, well, I'm not gonna give it. So, um, that is what is going on. I don't know if I can access as of the last 28 days. We have 7,791 views total on the channel. 33.8 watch time hours as of the last 28 days. And we have had 9 subscribers, which is actually down. We have 380 public watch hours and 5.3 thousand public shorts views. Hello, salesman. So excited about that and to see where and how the channel grows and whatnot. Well, this one doesn't get, because it only has one video a week. It's sort of like the spooky channel gets, the spooky channel gets 2 videos a week. I do. I do remember him. Oh, so this channel does suffer a little bit in that it only gets 1 video a week. And what's really going to hurt it is not having the shorts to fall back on this week. but that's okay. Um, 50. Ow. What's the 50 Peregrine production? How's everybody's Thursday? Unless it's not Thursday and it's Friday, I don't know. Yes, that's right. You can. That's why I really, really, really need people subscribing to the Spooky channel. But it's sort of a boring channel. It's kind of a morbid channel. I am sitting at 24 subscribers on the Spooky channel, so it's kind of weird. That's why I started doing the little things in the community page. I appreciate it. I'm hoping to have the video up by tonight. I have 2 videos to do tonight. I'm going to be up late. That's my fault though, because I was writing and playing Civilization 6. I know it's a mistake, but it is what it is, what it is. How is everybody? I feel like everybody else is quiet and not chatting, and I'm not used to that. We have over 50 stories that are in the process of being fleshed out or written. I haven't played it in so long, partially because my system has too many files on it now. I do need to go on so I can get the new critter. I don't even remember what the new anniversary animal is. But I think this time around my zoo is a rainforest zoo. I don't even remember what all I have in it. It's either a rainforest, because I like to switch them up. So sometimes if I get tired of one, I'll do a different theme. I know I have. You are welcome to stay as long as you behave. You can even chat if you want to, as long as you behave. That's all I ask. I have started, when you can, to do the little walkthroughs. Good. I love the llamas. The llamas are one of my favorite animals. Have you ever, Peregrine, have you ever put llamas in? They are the best. It might be a grassland zoo, come to think about it. So, no, I don't. I don't like Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft. I just don't. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like playing Minecraft. And I don't watch Minecraft videos. Why, if you have llamas, if you ever put them in again, watch them, like go into the exhibit and put the walkthrough in for the visitors to walk through the exhibit. The llamas spit. I don't know if the alpacas do it, but the llamas do. And it is hilarious. I I wish I could remember. I guess I need to go in and look at my zoo. Oh, sorry. Because I don't remember. But I need a new system, period, because I want to get the other games. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Well, wait. I gotta be honest. I have played Minecraft. I don't play it anymore. I'm just now, after almost 2 years, getting back into playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So yeah. I don't have an elephant house. I just have, I've never been good at that. For a while I did, but then it got old. And then I stopped playing. Is what fun? Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Yeah, it's fun. I just like being able to get the animals to where the exhibit looks halfway decent. My flamingo exhibit is a river that runs through the exhibit. So the when you do the insect houses, you're just inserting the it's on, I don't know what else systems you can get it on. I play on the PS4 except for Planet Zoo or Planet Zoo. When you do the insect house, you just take the insect exhibit animals and then put them into like the wall and build the house around them. Oops, I just dropped something. Got you. Okay, bye. Be good. Mine is at 39%. I think if I were to, if I think the next thing I want to do is do a big cat sanctuary or a cat sanctuary and have all of the different cats. On the outside anyway, and then in the middle I want to do like an African savanna. I don't know. Yeah. Do the rhinos in the game, the Indian rhinos, do they go into the water? We are down to 5 minutes for tonight. Oh, that stinks. Or the bears. It would be nice if the bears would make use of a deep pool. And I've never done an Arctic zoo, so I don't know if the polar bears do. Nice. Yeah, there's really no reason for the pandas to deep dive, to be honest. Nice. That's gotta be cicadas. Well, somebody new just came in. No, they're not. Do we have yak in the game? That'd be really cool if we did. That stinks. Because I was thinking you could do like a back-to-back tank or a back-to-back display and have the yak up above and um the panda at the bottom. I don't know. I like the idea of sort of taking what other zoos have done. I'm trying to figure out how to do like how some exhibits have two sides. I'd like to do that, but I don't know if you can. I think you can do that. Anyway, I'm going to go, Baragon Productions. I've got to get videos done. I will talk to you later. I will be on 1 o'clock tomorrow. But I will see you mañana. Goodbye, everybody. Peace out.